In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 college basketball games happening on November 28, 2023, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games, so 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 college basketball games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Mississippi State versus Georgia Tech. The highly anticipated Atlantic Coast Conference Southeastern Conference Challenge clash is on the horizon, featuring the number 25 Mississippi State Bulldogs locking horns with the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. Scheduled for Tuesday at the McCamish Pavilion in Atlanta, this matchup promises a showdown of contrasting strengths and strategies, with tip-off available on the Atlantic Coast Conference Network. Mississippi State arrives with an unblemished record, showcasing a dynamic offense that averages an impressive 76 points per game. Their scoring proficiency is evident in a solid 43.5% field goal percentage, indicative of their ability to capitalize on scoring opportunities. Beyond the arc, the Bulldogs maintain a respectable three-point shooting percentage of 31%, underlining their capacity to stretch the floor. A noteworthy aspect is their prowess at the free throw line, boasting a commendable 73.5% success rate. Defensively, the Bulldogs are a force to be reckoned with, allowing a mere 59 points per game, ranking 12th nationally. Opponents struggle to find their shot against Mississippi State, managing a paltry 36.1% shooting from the field. The Bulldogs' dominance extends to the boards, with an average of 42.7 rebounds per game, highlighting their control in the paint. At the forefront of the Bulldogs' charge is guard Josh Hubbard, their leading scorer, averaging 16 points per game. Guard Dashawn Davis contributes significantly with 3.2 assists per game, orchestrating the offensive flow. In the rebounding department, forward Jimmy Bell Jr. stands tall, securing an average of 9.5 rebounds per game. Center Guy Call shines with an impressive field goal percentage of 73.5%, showcasing his efficiency in finishing plays. Defensively, forward Cameron Matthews and Jimmy Bell Jr. bolster the team with 2.3 steals and 1.5 blocks per game, respectively. These individual statistics underscore the team's multifaceted prowess and their impact on various facets of the game. As Mississippi State gears up to face Georgia Tech, their stellar record and well-rounded gameplay position them as clear favorites. Armed with a potent offense and a formidable defense, the Bulldogs aim to control the tempo of the game. Statistical advantages in field goal percentage and points allowed per game favor Mississippi State in this matchup. The expectation is for the Bulldogs to dictate the pace and secure another convincing victory, extending their unbeaten streak in the 2023-2024 season. On the flip side, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets enter the fray with offensive struggles, averaging 74 points per game. Their field goal percentage of 40.6% indicates room for improvement in scoring efficiency, while a 29.8% three-point shooting percentage suggests the need for more accuracy from beyond the arc. Despite these challenges, Georgia Tech excels in rebounding, averaging 39 rebounds per game, showcasing their ability to control the boards and generate second-chance opportunities, an asset against Mississippi State. Guard Miles Kelly spearheads the Yellow Jackets' offense with an impressive 19 points per game, highlighting his scoring prowess. Guard Kyle Sturdivant plays a pivotal role in distributing the ball with 4.2 assists per game. Forward Tijon Claude's dominance on the boards, securing 6.8 rebounds per game, underscores his importance in the paint. Forward Ebenezer Dayuona boasts an exceptional field goal percentage of 75%, emphasizing his efficiency in converting shots. Defensively, guard Kawasi Reeves Jr. contributes 1.2 steals and 1.8 blocks per game, showcasing individual strengths within the team. Facing the formidable Mississippi State team, Georgia Tech acknowledges the need to address offensive challenges for effective competition. While their rebounding strength provides an edge, tightening the defense becomes crucial against Mississippi State's potent offense. Despite the uphill battle, the Yellow Jackets possess the potential to disrupt their opponent's rhythm and secure an upset victory. The outcome of this matchup hinges on Georgia Tech's ability to capitalize on scoring opportunities and effectively defend the basket. In analyzing the broader context, the Atlantic Coast Conference and Southeastern Conference aim for fair pairings in this challenge, yet this particular game appears to be a significant mismatch. Mississippi State's unexpectedly stellar performance, coupled with Georgia Tech's surprising home loss to UMass Lowell, sets the stage for an intriguing clash. According to Ken Palm's analytical measures, Mississippi State ranks 19th in the nation, while Georgia Tech lags far behind at 152nd. The Bulldogs boast the fourth most efficient defense, whereas the Yellow Jackets struggle at 129th in offensive efficiency. The disparity in team dynamics suggests that Georgia Tech might face challenges scoring in the half-court, given the apparent struggle to find synergy among their key players. While Mississippi State thrives, averaging 16 points per game from an unexpected freshman off the bench and covering 5 of their 6 wins, Georgia Tech's offensive hurdles remain apparent. The Bulldogs' excellence on both ends of the court, particularly their 6th-place ranking in defensive efficiency, indicates their capability to stifle Georgia Tech's offense. The Yellow Jackets' reliance on 3-6-6 or 6-7 wings presents a challenge, as the combination has yet to prove effective on the floor. In contrast, Mississippi State's defensive prowess and scoring versatility suggest they will control the game with a relentless attack on the rim. Despite Georgia Tech's potential to disrupt, the Bulldogs' balanced offense, efficient scoring, and dominant defense position them as the frontrunners. Mississippi State's superior field goal percentage and points allowed per game further indicate their ability to dictate the game's pace. While Georgia Tech's rebounding strength is commendable, it may not be sufficient to counter the Bulldogs' overall gameplay. The Bulldogs, riding high on an impressive season, emerge as a formidable force, so the Mississippi State Bulldogs to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. The dynamics of this matchup suggest a defensive struggle. Georgia Tech's offensive limitations, evident in their recent loss to Cincinnati, align with Mississippi State's defensive prowess, ranking 4th in the nation in defensive efficiency. Both teams fall just outside the top 100 in pace, signaling a likely low-scoring affair. Recent trends, with Georgia Tech going under the total in their last 2 games, reinforce the expectation of a defensive battle. Mississippi State's consistent defensive performance, holding opponents to under 65 points in every game this season, further supports the likelihood of a lower scoring outcome. Consequently, anticipating a defensive showdown in the Atlantic Coast Conference Southeastern Conference Challenge, under the projected total is our full game total pick. Miami, Florida versus Kentucky. As we delve into the heart of the college basketball season, anticipation builds for a marquee matchup on Tuesday evening between the 10th-ranked Miami Hurricanes and the 16th-ranked Kentucky Wildcats. The hardwood clash promises high stakes, with both teams showcasing impressive records, Miami at 5-0 and Kentucky at 5-1. Miami's journey in the early part of the season has been a testament to their offensive prowess. Despite encountering a few close calls, victories over New Jersey Institute of Technology, Central Florida, Florida International, and Georgia set the stage for their undefeated run. The Hurricanes demonstrated their dominance in rebounding against Georgia, securing a 37-34 edge and exhibiting exceptional free throw accuracy at 94.7%. Their 5th game against Kansas State on November 19th was another showcase of their offensive firepower as they cruised to a 91-83 victory. Nigel Pack's 28 points and Norchet Amir's 23 points further underscored their scoring depth. Kentucky, with just one setback to Kansas, has otherwise been a force to be reckoned with. Wins over New Mexico State, Texas Agricultural and Mechanical Commerce, Stonehill, and St. Joseph's have showcased their offensive efficiency, particularly in their 118-82 blowout victory against Marshall. Delwan Wagner's 28 points and Antonio Reeves' 23 points highlighted the Wildcats' ability to control the game both offensively and defensively. Looking ahead to their clash, the Wildcats come off a resounding win over Marshall, displaying an impressive 60.8% shooting from the field, 37 rebounds, and an outstanding 27 team assists. Despite a shaky overtime performance against St. Joseph's, Kentucky's consistent scoring of 81 or more points in every game this season suggests a formidable offensive display on Tuesday. On the other hand, Miami faced challenges against Kansas State, shooting at 53.3% with a rebounding deficit. The Hurricanes' reliance on Amir inside, coupled with their 205th ranking in rebounding, poses a potential vulnerability that the Wildcats might exploit, especially if Amir faces foul trouble. Notably, Miami has thrived in three-point shooting, with Poplar boasting a remarkable 60% accuracy and Pack contributing at 40%. However, the Wildcats' defensive struggles against the three-point line could play to Miami's advantage, contributing to what is expected to be a fast-paced, high-scoring game. Confidence leans towards Kentucky, leveraging their athleticism, size, and depth at home. Despite Miami's commendable defense against the three-ball, Kentucky's 6th ranking in adjusted offensive efficiency and 1st in offensive turnover percentage positions them as a formidable force. The Wildcats' ability to control the game, coupled with their dominance in rebounding, solidifies the Wildcats taking care of things here. So the Kentucky Wildcats to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. As we analyze the offensive efficiency of both teams, Kentucky stands 6th, while Miami holds the 11th spot out of 362 Division I teams. The clash promises an abundance of offensive talent, with Miami boasting 5 double-digit scorers and Kentucky showcasing 6 players scoring 10 or more points per night. In terms of tempo, both teams rank in the top half nationally. Kentucky's 94th position with 71.1 possessions per 40 minutes contrasts with Miami's 137th position at 70. The stage is set for a fast-paced showdown where both teams aim to affirm their offensive prowess and assert themselves as serious contenders. With both Miami and Kentucky excelling beyond the arc, this matchup transcends three-point shooting. The Wildcats' defensive vulnerabilities and the Hurricanes' limitations in depth and size set the stage for an exhilarating, high-scoring affair in Lexington. As expectations rise for a fast-paced thriller, the projection leans towards surpassing the total. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. Clemson versus Alabama. In the highly anticipated Southeastern Conference Atlantic Coast Conference Challenge matchup, the Clemson Tigers are set to clash with the Alabama Crimson Tide in Tuscaloosa on Tuesday night. As both teams boast impressive 5-0 and 5-1 records respectively, the stage is set for a thrilling contest. For the Tigers, this game marks their inaugural true road test of the season, having played the majority of their early games at home and won on neutral ground. Meanwhile, the Crimson Tide, fresh off a successful 2 out of 3 performance at the Emerald Classic over the weekend, are poised to defend their home court. Clemson's offensive prowess was showcased in their recent 90-point game, but the spotlight in this matchup is firmly on their defensive capabilities. Tasked with containing an elite offensive team like Alabama, even a strong offensive showing might not be enough. The Tigers are averaging 80 points per game, with a defensive yield of 67 points. P.J. Hall has emerged as a key player, averaging an impressive 21 points per game, showcasing his efficiency with a 54.8% field goal rate and a 36.4% three-point shooting accuracy. Alabama, with only one loss this season, is coming off a commanding victory against the Oregon Ducks, where their offense put up a staggering 99 points. The Crimson Tide's offensive firepower, averaging 98 points per game, is complemented by a defense allowing 75 points. Mark Sears has been a standout performer, averaging 20 points while shooting an outstanding 61% from the field. To stay competitive against Alabama, the Tigers must focus on 2 key areas: ball control and rebounding. Ranking 36th in turnovers per game, Clemson has demonstrated proficiency in protecting the basketball. However, their 183rd position in total rebounds per game raises concerns, especially against Alabama's aggressive rebounding strategy, ranked 57th nationally. The Crimson Tide's ability to secure rebounds and transition into a fast-paced offensive game is a formidable challenge. The outcome of this matchup hinges on Alabama's dominance on the glass and their proficiency in converting offensive opportunities into three-point shots. Ranked 4th in the nation in three-point shooting, the Tide's ability to run the floor and create open shots makes them a formidable force. Thus, our side pick favors the Alabama Crimson Tide to secure both the victory and cover the spread as favorites. Alabama's rapid pace and effective long-range shooting will compel Clemson to play at a quicker tempo to stay competitive. The Tigers, ranking 34th in the nation in the percentage of points from three-point shots, will likely rely on their long-range shooting to narrow the gap. Despite Alabama being 149th in the country in the same category, their proficiency in shooting threes, coupled with second-chance opportunities from relentless rebounding, sets the stage for an Alabama-style fast-paced game. With the Crimson Tide's offense consistently surpassing the 98-point mark in 4 of their 5 games, and Clemson's defense facing a tough challenge, the over-under trend favors a high-scoring affair. Clemson's 34th ranked adjusted offense, according to KenPom, contrasts with their 220 20th position in tempo. On the other hand, Alabama boasts the top-ranked adjusted offense and the 27th fastest tempo. In their recent outings, both teams showcased their offensive prowess, with Alabama scoring 99 points and Clemson posting 90 points. The expectation is that both offenses will exploit defensive vulnerabilities, leading to an offensive showcase. Brace yourselves for a game that could indeed go off the rails, promising a scoring spectacle that transcends expectations. Foreseeing minimal defensive resistance over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.